Let's talk about Fourier Transform. What is Fourier Transform? Let me give you introduction here. Fourier Transform is used to transform both periodic and non-periodic signals from the time domain into frequency domain. Its main duty is to transform both periodic and non-periodic signals from the time domain into frequency domain. Why we need this transformation? We need this transformation because it is pretty easy for us to analyze the signal in frequency domain rather than to have it in time domain. Just to make things easy for us, we do this transformation. We need the signal in frequency domain. Fourier transform is the generalization of the Fourier series. It is an integral operator which maps one function to the other. It is just the general form of the Fourier series. In Fourier series, what we do this transformation only for the periodic signal. But in Fourier transform, we do this for periodic and non-periodic. For both periodic and non-periodic, we use Fourier transform to transform the signal from time domain into frequency domain. It is actually an integral operator which combines one function with the other function. It connects or maps one function to the other. We do this transformation to calculate the bandwidth of the signal which happens in frequency domain. As I said earlier, that we do this transformation to transform the signal from time domain into frequency domain because it is pretty easy for us to analyze the signal in frequency domain. In time domain, we can't analyze all those things that we desire, but in frequency domain, it is easy for us to do those analysis of the signal. We have so many things in the signal to analyze them in frequency domain, but the most important part of the signal is the bandwidth. To calculate the bandwidth of the signal, we need its frequency domain. We can't do this in time domain. In frequency domain, we can easily calculate the bandwidth of the signal. So one of the most important benefits of this transformation is to calculate the bandwidth of the signal, which happens in frequency domain, not in time domain. One of the most important applications of the Fourier transform is in signal processing. It provides amplitudes and phase at various frequencies. As we just explained that we do this transformation to analyze the signal in frequency domain, not in time domain. Why we need frequency domain? Because it is easy for us to do the analysis of the signal in frequency domain rather than to have it in time domain. Fourier transform has lots of application in physics, mathematics, but the most important applications of the Fourier transform is in signal processing. We have studied signal processing. It is one of the subjects in engineering. Those who have studied engineering know about the signal processing. So its most important application is in signal processing because it plays tremendous role in signal. We do this transformation to change the signal from time domain into frequency domain to do analysis. It gives us information about the amplitudes of the signal, the phase of the source signal at various frequencies. At different stages when the frequency changes, it gives us different information about the phase of the source signal and also different amplitudes of the signal at different stages of the frequencies.